Oh no. I think we're live, but my camera is not. There. Oh, come back. Come back. There we go. Right. Hello and good morning, everyone. We have a special guest. Max is here. Max is here for your enjoyment, and his, of course. He wants to do a little workout today, don't you, Max, to get ready for the day? And we've got a special little focus for today's workout. We're going to have a little challenge, and I'm going to explain that now, so that we're all ready for our challenge. And then I'll explain how it's going to work. So we are going to have a relay challenge. In case you haven't realised, behind we have a small collection of items. So you're going to need some of those for yourselves today. You're going to need 10 items, and you're going to need to place them either on one side of the room or about 10 paces back, or choose a distance that you're going to have them. So we just put ours up against the wall, as far back as it can go. And what we're going to do is we're going to collect them one at a time. So we're going to run out, collect it, bring it to the other side of the room, put it down, and we're going to do that 10 times until we've collected everything and brought it over. So one item at a time. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the timer to try and get a score. And we're going to see if we can beat that through the week by doing some workouts. Hope that makes some sense. You've got a little bit of time now to gather 10 items. It could literally be 10 pairs of socks, or 10 soft toys, or hard toys, teddies. Or teddies, balls. We've even got a carrot and an apple down there, toy ones. Cars. We've got a monster truck down there and another toy car. So anything you can grab hold of. You're going to need 10 of them. And just place them up against the wall, or up against a sofa, or up against a chair, something else that you might be able to put it, make a little marker, and then you're going to run. Also, just anything that you might put down. A Nerf gun, perhaps. And you just place it there so that you've got your marker, so you know where you're going to run to, and then you can reset for later on, so it's exactly the same distance, because if it's not the same distance, it won't be fair, will it?
Can't we see it now, can you?
No, I think the sun's just shining right on your face. So your face has disappeared.
Now I can see it.
Okay. So hopefully you've had a little bit of time to set that up. Before we do any exercise, what do we need to make sure we've done? I'm going to shut the door too.
Tidy.
Oh, we've done a tidy up. We made sure the room's safe, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we need to do a warm up, don't we? To make sure that our body's ready, so that our body's safe too. So we're going to do a little warm up. If you are still setting up your activity.
I'm going to do my own warm up by stretching.
Okay, we can do some stretching. We're going to make sure that you've set your stuff up. You're going to need that for straight after. Okay. And but if you've already set that up, then we're going to get ready for our warm up. But you can do that during the warm up. Maybe get a little bit active whilst you're doing it. All right.
We're doing these.
Right, we're going to start off with a jog on the spot. Are you ready?
Yep.
Go, jog on the spot. So remember, we're going back to before. Everyone's saying hello to Max. Hello, Max. Do you want to wave and say hi?
Hello.
I think it was Isaac said hello, and Lucy said hello. So and say hi to Lucy and Isaac. So we're just going to do a little jog just to shake off the cobwebs. And we're going to need to make sure we're shaking everything off. We're feeling alive. We're feeling awake this morning. And actually, you keep jogging, Max. I'm just going to open a window for us, because two of us in here, we're going to run out of fresh air quick, aren't we? Okay, and we're just going to stop here, and we're just going to do some swings, because we're going to use our legs. So swinging our legs backwards and forwards. Fantastic.
Hold on to something if you want.
Yes, Max always reminds me. You can hold on to something if you're finding the swinging hard, or the balancing on one foot hard. Well done.
Real kids might not do it.
Absolutely, you're right. And we're going to go side to side as well.
Make one thing that you can hand on and keep moving.
That's it. So just waking up the... Perfect. Good job, Max. Excellent work. And the other leg. Great to have so many people active and ready to join in, which is fantastic. There's 10 people watching And Tegan's got her 10 things as well. Tegan says hello. Fantastic. Let's do our arms, and then we'll go back to a jog. So big circles with your arms. Forwards. Oh, Max has gone backwards, but it's fine. What we're going to do now is we're going to swap. So swap ways. So now I'm going to go backwards. Max is going to go forwards. Swinging arms forwards. That's it. Yeah. Good boy. Well done. So he's had the little think and swapped it around. Fantastic. And we're going to come across the body like this, waking up the shoulders. So right hand goes over, left hand goes over, swapping them over. Fantastic. Excellent work. And we'll finish off with a jog on the spot. This time we're going to be a little bit straighter. Knees coming up high, elbows coming back straight. We are going to be doing a little bit of running, a little bit of some shuttle runs, changes of direction, dropping down, coming up. So we're going to be ready for that, aren't we?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, so here's how we're going to set up for today. Max is even doing a burpee. If you want to do a burpee whilst I'm talking to you, keep yourself warm, you're welcome to do that. So how we're going to set up, we've done a little warm-up. We're going to do our first attempt now at our shuttle relay, and we're going to get a time. I've got a timer here. So if you can see the timer, I'll make sure that I'm not in the way. If you can see the timer, when you finish your run, have a look at the clock and jot down your time, okay? So it might be that you would rather have your own timer, so you can just maybe a watch or a phone or something that you've got at home, you might be able to set a time for quickly and press it to start, do your activity and then finish. If you haven't got a timer, mine will be on the screen, so you can just have a look. Hopefully you can see the time from there. If you can't, I'm very sorry.
I'm fixing the hot dog.
Super. So we're going to have our first attempt now. Max is actually going to run it for me, okay? He's decided he wants to do the challenge. He wants to see if he can beat his score. He is pretty fast, so he wants to see if he can beat his own score, okay? George made a good point, and hello, Stanley. George made a good point. He can type it in the chat so he remembers for later on, and he can share that with other people. You're welcome to share your time on the chat in the comment section if that helps you to remember, okay? We're going to start right now. Are you ready?
Yep.
Fantastic. So, 10 items up against the wall. Make sure you know where they are. Make sure you know where you're going to finish to put them as well. Okay. Max is going as far back as he can up against the wall here. I'm going to show the camera. There we go. Okay. So he's as far back as he can. That's his starting point. And he's going to do 10 shuttle runs there and back, but bring the item with him as he goes. Okay. Right. This keeps freezing. Doesn't like me leaving it on the timer.
I'll go back to front.
Yeah, you can go in any order you like. Max is going from one side to the other, which makes sense.
Going back.
Okay, so I'm going to place this here, and I'm going to say, on your marks, 3, 2, oh no, 3, 2, 1, go. So grab your thing one at a time, bring it back. Fantastic. Sorry about the camera. Max is having to get very close. That's 2 things. Well done. So this is not a race against Max, because Max might have a different distance to you, but this is a race for your own time, okay? Fantastic. Keep it up. Keep going. Max is about halfway. Fantastic. You might be on 2 or 3 if you're going a bit further. You might even have done it already if you're going a bit quicker. So have a look at the time on the screen here, or your own time. Oh, Max has got one more to do. And fantastic. So Max did it in 42 seconds. So I'm going to write Max's score down.
I'll go tell my mum.
Oh, okay. So Max has had his go. Hopefully you guys are either almost finished or have already finished. I'm going to let it run. 42 seconds. Fantastic. Oh, so yours is a similar time to Max's, George. Well done, 40 seconds. So it might be that your distance, I'm going to keep this running whilst I'm talking to you, just in case some people are still working, okay? So it might be that your distance is further, okay, than we've got in here. It might be that it's shorter, but you're having to do more runs. And sometimes that can be more tricky, changing direction a lot. You'll see that Max had a little a fall right at the end. So what we're going to focus on now for the rest of for the next part of the session is that He's back.
No.
Well done. Is we're gonna focus and we're gonna train some of the parts of our body that need work for this exercise. Okay, so we're gonna have a little rest of doing the activity, but we're going to work out some of the muscles that we need for the activity.
It took 20 days for me to get that speed.
Yeah, you had to work for 20 days.
Yeah.
So, I think most people will have been finished,
Wait.
but the scores are going to stay down there. What we're going to do is we're going to do some work, some exercises now to help us improve that score. And the first thing we're going to do, and a lot of you will find, is as you're reaching down to grab something, you're coming into this position here. So what we're going to do is we're going to stretch and work out those muscles. Okay. Right. Tegan looks like she's had a good time doing that. I will keep the score running just in case you need it, and then we'll reset it later on. So it's there for you, and we're going to do just 30 seconds. Oh, I did need the timer, but
Can we do that again?
we are going to do it again. I'll tell you what, 2 minutes, 52 seconds, we're going to stop there because I'm going to use the timer for our workout now, okay? So we've got 5 exercises.
It's so hot, I need to be cold.
Yeah, we're going to, you want to cool yourself down?
Yeah.
Well, we are going to do just 1 round of that, please.
Very much.
Super. And we're ready to go. So we've got 5 minutes of a little workout to do now. Are you ready?
I've got a pet lion.
So the first thing we're going to do are those reach downs, okay? And the timer is going to start in about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. You ready to come and practice so you can get better? Off you go. So reach down. We're going to reach down like this to the ground. Imagine you're picking something up and then change to the other side, okay? Reach down, pick it up. Off you go. 30 seconds. And if you want to, you can jump it. So change like this. Reach down. Reach down. Go, Max, go. So that you can practice for the next time you do your run.
I'm going to let you do it first.
Oh, thanks. Fantastic. So we're going to do these. So these are lunges, reaching down, remember, to make sure that the knee stays.
Floor.
Did I reach the floor?
No, the floor went down a little bit.
Did it? I was squashing the floor. That's maybe because I've had a bit too much to eat over half term.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps. Okay, so next one we're going to do, standing like that, is giving me we're going to do agility jump. So we're going to work our muscles, one leg to the next, swap sides. So it's like slow motion running.
I'm going to do all those.
From one side to the next, okay? 30 seconds of those.
You can do all those. I'll do the same thing as you, so you go first.
Well, this is to help us practice for when we do our next attempt to get our better score for next time.
I just need to cool down a little bit.
So everyone that's joining in now, hopefully this will help you
Daddy,
improve your next
you
score.
want to drink, Daddy?
Oh, I'm okay for now, thank you.
Okay. I'll get in one.
Changing one foot to the next. So slow motion running, excellent. Just warming up the hamstrings. So what we're going to do, 30 seconds. You've just done some shuttle runs, but we're going to do 30 seconds of running that distance again, okay? So what we're going to do is practice just running and turning. Doesn't have to be super fast, but just practice the mechanics of a shuttle run. So you're going to run towards, from wherever you are to wherever your items would be. And we're just going to practice changing direction. Focus on one leg, helping you to change, and then push off. Off you go. So leg comes down, change direction. Leg comes down, change direction. You can do both sides. So the other leg, change direction. Other leg, change direction. You joining in with this one?
Yep.
Excellent. That'll help you get your score up. Max is going faster. Change direction. 10 more seconds.
Put your hand down if you run into something.
Oh, that's a good point. Make sure you're not hitting everything. Excellent. That's time. We're going to do a couple of squats now. Max is really good at squats. Better than I am.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a few squats again, which is waking up the leg muscles. Squat down and straight back up. Remember that you don't want the knees to come too far forwards. So your bottom comes back and come up. Okay? 30 seconds of those. Are you ready?
Okay, ready?
You've still got about 10 seconds of
My
your...
legs go off my arms.
Well, Max is super flexible, so he can come right down to the ground almost with his bottom. Off you go.
Yeah.
So remember, they come back and up. Back and up. Fantastic. Max is giving you the front view, and I'll
I'll
give you the side view. Okay, Max is giving you the rear view. Fantastic. Max is now going side on now. Sit, perfect.
It looks like we're right next to each other.
It does.
Doesn't it?
It does. Max is learning about perspective on the screen.
What?
Fantastic. That's time. Last one. Last thing we're going to do is we're just going to run with high knees on the spot. Just bringing our knees up nice and high. Because again, that's just going to help mobilise the hips, wake up the body a little bit.
I need my water bottle. Just
Okay, let's have a quick sip of water during the rest.
And I keep it in my hand just in case, because I'm doing a lot of
Okay.
just in case I don't have to like walk over.
So you don't have to put it down. That's what a lot of runners do. They carry with them. Go, high knees. 30 seconds. Knees coming up a little bit higher each time. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Knees high, Max, knees high. So this isn't necessarily about speed. Well done, that's better. So getting the knees up nice and high. Oh, and about knocking
knocking
the things off with the
I
shelves.
just fell over.
That is time, and that is the workout done.
I fell over for no reason.
Fantastic. So we're just going to have a minute to catch our breath,
Are we gonna do that?
set ourselves. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now you need to very calmly, set up. Max has just thought about it. We're going to have our second attempt today. See if we can beat our first score. See if our workout has helped us
This time,
with our goal.
you and everyone else have to try and race us.
Well, so you're racing your own score, aren't you? Can you remember what number you got last time?
41.
Oh, well done, 42. It was 42 seconds. Can you set
That was pretty
these
fast.
up against the wall? I'll help you.
Pretty quick.
It was very quick. So what our challenge is now is to beat that score, isn't it? Because we always want to be faster and
then
stronger.
it can be your turn.
Absolutely. Well, it won't be my turn today, but I'll do it afterwards with Max. Yeah? Once we've done some lessons,
Then
maybe,
the
because
whole
lesson
lesson
time
is
soon.
done, we can do it again.
Absolutely. So set yourselves up with all your toys, all your
If you did it,
items.
and tell them what number they got.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't forget to check what your previous score was. Max is right. So you know what you've got to beat. And hopefully, we might even have somebody. What I'll do for Max is I'll give him a little bit of motivation. So as we get close to his score, I'll tell him. So I'll say, oh, you got 5 seconds left, Max. And he might move a little bit faster, might help with that motivation just to set him off. So hopefully you know what your score is.
Yeah.
Hopefully you've set
Wait,
up
you
your
knocked
10
down
items ready to go.
something down.
I did knock something down, yeah, I told you. The holiday
Is
period was good for eating, wasn't it?
Yep.
We did lots of eating. Obviously, we want to make sure. Right, let's pop the timer back on so everyone can see. I'm going to reset that to 0. Okay, our goal is in the head. Make sure you start up against the wall. We're going to go. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to set yourself up. Be ready to go. Up against the wall. Max looks ready. He's done some squats, haven't you, to help you with this? He's done some high knees. He did some practice shuttle runs.
This
So
time
he's ready to go.
I'm going straight for the dog all the way to.
And maybe you think about a different tactic. Are you ready? 5 seconds. Up against the wall. 3, 2, 1, go. So the aim is to beat your previous score, okay? Make sure you put them down, up against the wall, get to the wall and back, okay? And remember what we practiced some lunges to reach down, so you don't lose too much time. No, you gotta run it, okay, quick as you can. We've had 21 seconds, so I can motivate a few people, hopefully. Good job. Just over halfway, go, quick. It's fine. So on 30 seconds, 37 seconds, 39, go. 43, 44. Okay, so 44 seconds was the second time. Now, Max, would you say you were a little bit more tired this second time round? So it might be that it slowed you down for the second time, but let us know in the comment section if you're able to beat your first score by focusing on your target. Okay, Max can have another turn later, and you guys can do the same. You can have another turn later.
Rice, can't we?
Yeah, because maybe you need a little bit of a longer period of rest, or
I can have
hopefully lots of you have beaten your score. It's still running. We're at 1 minute 20. For anybody that needs to know
You
that,
can have a roast toys, and I can have a roast toys.
we can maybe have a little go. So later on, Max is thinking about variations. So how can we play it with somebody at home? How can we do this later on at a different date? What we'll say is, whilst we're finishing off, I'm going to let it run to about 2 minutes. We're at 1 minute 40 at the moment. Thanos has just arrived. Perfect. George has just said he got 36 seconds. Well done, George. George beat his score. Yeah, well done, George. Nice. Good job. So we're going to do a little cool down, and then it'll be time for our lesson, okay? So we're going to do a nice cool down, ready to go. But just before we do that, this week we're going to be focusing on this goal, okay, about making ourselves a little bit faster over short distance. So we're going to try this challenge again on Wednesday and again on Friday to see if we can beat our score. And in between, we're going to do a little workout, make sure that we're improving our body to try and get faster, fitter, healthier in between, okay? So our challenge for this week is to be faster in these shuttle runs, see if we can do it together. Right now, though, we're going to do our cool down, stretch off our muscles. We've done a lot of work on the legs, so we're going to go to a wide stance. Are you ready, Max? And we're going to turn one foot out to the side. So I'm going to use my left foot first. And we're going to lunge forwards to create a little bit of space. And if you want an extra stretch, you can reach your arms up nice and high and get into this pose here just to stretch the groin muscles that we worked out, okay? It's always very important to cool down, isn't it, Matt? So we don't get any injuries and so that our body recovers during our workout. Okay? We're going to change over to the other side. And again, lean forwards. Knee doesn't come over the toes, remember. We want a 90-degree angle here. And again, if you want that extra stretch, reach up nice and high. Breathing in and breathing out nice and slow to catch your breath back. Okay, we're going to keep our hands wide. We're going to come to the side, make this star shape. Okay, make ourselves nice and wide here. And we're just going to slowly reach forwards, hands down to the ground. We're going to stretch out just here. Okay, so our head starts to hang now. We're going to let the legs stretch off, the lower back stretch off. If your hands come down to the ground, that's great. You can hold your hands down here. Might be that the elbows can come down to the ground. Some people might be able to get your elbows down to the ground. I'm working on it. I've told you I'm working on my flexibility. Fantastic. And from here, just going to come up to a standing position. Feet come together. And again, we're just going to make a nice big circle shape, reaching up high. And come back down. So we do another fold. This time, feet together.
Okay, I got more.
And notice where your fingers touch. It might be that your hands are flat on the ground. Might be that your fingertips are only touching. Okay, and this time we're going to come up halfway. Take a deep breath and reach down again. See if you can reach a bit further this time. I can. And last deep breath in, come up to the top. Okay, and that is about all we have time for today. If you need a little bit more time, keep that cycle of breath going. Okay, if you've got time before lessons, keep that cycle of breath going. Make sure you've had a drink to cool yourself down because we've done a lot of running this morning. We've stretched off the legs. We're focusing on our breath. And tomorrow we'll be back for another little workout to help us improve our score even further. So bye from me.
Bye.
Bye from him. And I will see you all very soon tomorrow morning. Have a great day, everyone. And that's him saying, that's him signing off, signing out. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.
Let's do this thing, Daddy. Let's do this race.